Okay, so on today's episode of things that should be illegal, HOAs, homeowner associations. I do not understand how these are legal. How how is it that some developers get to buy some land, put some fucking homes up, and then decide that they are going to make rules and regulations once enough people buy houses, hand these rules and regulations over to the residents, and now the neighbors get to control how their neighbors decorate their yards. Like, I've seen 2 videos recently. One was a guy who was he was being fined or being told, I don't know if he was being fined, but he was definitely being told that he cannot have a frog. Wasn't like ginormous, It was maybe the size of a chicken. It's not too big, but it was on his porch. Nope, can't have that. Because it wasn't decided by the community that he can have a frog on his porch. I'm sorry, excuse you? No. I should be able to decorate my yard. And I understand as far as like property value goes, like that's genuinely the only argument someone can make for a homeowners association, but I don't give a fuck about your property value, okay? Someone is paying $100,000 plus, it's a homeowners association, so it's probably more expensive. So we'll say $200,000 plus for this house. I get to decorate it how I want. Okay, I don't give a fuck about my neighbor's property value. If I want my house hot pink, I'm gonna paint my house hot pink. 'Cause fuck you. It's my house. And I also don't buy the property value thing. Because I know we're in like a part of our society where like owning a home is almost kind of insignificant. Like I know people are constantly bitching, "Oh, no one can buy a house. No one can buy a house." But it seems like a lot of people are buying houses and they're flipping them, renting them out to people, and that's all fine and dandy if that's what you want to do. But at the end of the day, a lot of people want to buy a house for it to be their forever home. And for me not to be able to pick the lawn decorations I want, the color of my house, I saw another video of a gentleman being told that he is not allowed to sit in his garage with the door open and watch, like, people, like, just watch people just sitting outside, just enjoying himself. Not outside. But, like, he's just not allowed to sit in his garage and enjoy himself? That's crazy. They're like, that's porch activity. You can do that in your backyard. No, motherfucker, I can do it wherever I want because it's my property. Okay, he's not out here naked. He's not out here being weird. He's just enjoying a drink in his garage, watching people drive by. Some people like to people watch. It's okay. And the fact that some cunt who lived here 15 years longer than I did, or maybe even less, 5 years longer than I did, gets to be voted in and make some rules that are completely arbitrary, that I can't sit in my garage? No, you're out of your mind. There's no way that someone's going to convince me that a homeowners association is a good idea. And I know someone's going to be like, well, you don't have to live there. You don't have to live there. And that's very true. But it doesn't make it right that people find a dream house, and they're like, oh, I really love this house. But now I have to decide how I'm going to decorate my yard, not based on my personality, but based on Karen's personality, as they charge me a monthly fee for her to dictate what's in my yard. That's crazy. Because maybe it'd be one thing if they were just, trying to tell you how you should decorate your yard. But they charge you a monthly fee to do it. And that's absurd. You're going to sit here and tell me that someone who lived here a couple years longer than I did, is going to get a monthly fee from me to tell me how I get to decorate. That I can't put a fucking frog on my goddamn porch. That I can't sit in my garage. Are you fucking out of your mind? No. No. There is not a defense that someone could make that would make that okay. Now, I understand people obviously don't want, washer and dryers in the middle of the yard. They don't want junk in there. And I understand that. I genuinely do. But it's not trash. It's a power-hungry move for you to be like, you can't sit in your garage. You can't have a frog as a decorative thing in your yard. Like, what? What are we talking about? It's just a pure weird control thing. Because if it was about property value, I could kind of understand, you not wanting junk in your yard. They don't want a hoarder's house in there, like the yard looking crazy. That's a genuine argument. But it's not about that. It's often you can't put up certain, play equipment for your children if they don't sign off on it. Again, I already said the frog 15 times. You can't put simple, small, decorative things on your porch without them allowing it. You cannot sit in your garage with your door open without them allowing it. That is fucking crazy. That's insane. You're gonna sit here and talk to me about, oh, property, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care about your property value when someone is losing their right to decorate their house that they are paying $250,000 up. That's an insane thing to say. Oh, well, the property value. I don't give a fuck about your property value. I don't. Doesn't make sense. And again, I understand people have the free will to move in these communities, and I would be damned if I ever moved in one of those communities. Fuck you. We live out in the country, and we have a fucking neighbor, because we get ditch water. We have a neighbor over here coming up every year. He's like, are you gonna burn your ditches? Yeah, bitch, we do it every fucking year. But she never misses an opportunity. Come bitch about it. She'll bitch about our neighbors to us. Well, they haven't done it. They haven't done a sufficient job of it the last couple years. That's not my fucking fault. Okay? I don't give a fuck. If it gets flooded, it's gonna come up in my yard. I don't give a fuck, lady. I don't care. And it never happens, because water never even comes down this way. People always turn it up, 7 fucking properties up. Barely down here. It's once a week, bitch. It's not gonna do you goddamn damage. She'd be perfect in a homeowners association. It's ridiculous. And I hate that bitch. It's I don't give a fuck. Okay, lady, we're gonna burn our ditches. This lady's burning her ditches. She's an old ass lady. Husband's dead. She's doing it on her own, alright? We help her out occasionally. Other neighbors, she'll be fine, okay? It'll be fine. The world's not gonna crumble because your yard got a little extra wet. It's fine. We live in a desert. It's dry as fuck. Okay, if it gets wet one extra day, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, I can't stand it. It's just a way for your neighbors to be nosy. And again, I understand that the neighbors, they may be able to collectively decide to be a homeowners association. But from my understanding, it's usually, housing developers. They buy a surplus of land, build these houses on it, and decide, we're going to do a homeowners association. And then eventually, after enough people have moved in, they'll the reigns over to the residents. But I don't care. Why should developers be able to do that? Oh yeah, the first people I sold my houses to now get to dictate how everyone else and that buys the houses around them gets to live and decorate their homes? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I will not do it. I'm a very decorative person. I love decorative things. No. No. Fuck you. But I don't know. Am I wrong? Should we have a homeowners associations? Like what is your argument for it? What is the benefit to it in your eyes? Because honestly, there's not one benefit I can see. Because your property value is not enough of an argument for me. It's not.